All right, I want y'all to see right here. On this case right here, the mom was told that the security cameras were broken on the bus. So that y'all can see that incidents like this isn't like it happens a lot. And this was in North Carolina on a school bus.
Joining us tonight for your news at 5, I'm Alicia Barnes.
And I'm Morgan Francis. The girl's parent says the school system isn't doing enough to keep the girls safe. Queen City News anchor Robin Kennedy has the exclusive story first at 5.
And when they go to school, I'm assuming that they're safe in school. But the real reality that I've come to realize is that they're not.
Andrea Higgins asked her 5-year-old daughter the same question she asks every day after school.
I asked her, how's your day? And she goes on to say, that I was beaten.
I want to remind people that come in as guests, please respect the mods. If they see something going on, they will end up taking y'all out. Respect the mods, please. I'm not sure what's going on down here, but I'm trying to let me continue with the story. But I want y'all to remember that if mods, feel like they need to take y'all out, they will. Please be respectful, just in case. I'm not saying anybody is being disrespectful or something's going on. I'm just trying to make sure. So once again, what the mods say goes. Please respect the mods.
No.
On a Charlotte tonight for your news at 5, I'm Alicia Barnes.
And I'm Morgan Francis. The little girl's parent says the school system isn't doing enough to keep the girls safe. Queen City News anchor Robin Kennedy has the exclusive story first at 5.
And when they go to school, I'm assuming that they're safe in school. But the real reality that I've come to realize is that they're not.
Andrea Higgins asked her 5-year-old daughter the same question she asks every day after school.
I asked her, how's your day? And she goes on to say, that I was beaten up. So I was like, beaten up? Who beat you up? What happened?
She says her kindergartner started to tell her much more, including graphic details about how one boy student held her down and another boy sexually assaulted her on the bus ride from school to her after-school care.
When I found that out, I was livid.
The nightmare continued. The next day, Andrea took her daughter to the hospital, calling both the school, Croft Community, and Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police from the emergency room.
Any little girl, let alone my own, I would feel, some type of way. But this is my baby.
Andrea says the school put a plan in place to respond, but it did not include taking the boys off the bus. Andrea says the school did not even tell the bus driver about the situation, and the bus driver sat her daughter right next to her accused attacker.
Putting someone next to her or even seeing someone that you feel has violated you is not right.
Andrea says she met with the principal, the guidance counselor, and administration from Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools over the phone and in person, each time emphasizing the need to separate her daughter from her accused attackers.
She told me in no uncertain terms, innocent until proven guilty. That's what she said. So they can't penalize those boys without an investigation.
CMPD is investigating.
I don't trust the school system. I don't.
Andrea says while police look into what happened, CMS needs to protect her little girl.
The school district has failed her. And I wonder how many other children have they failed in this manner.
Now, I reached out to Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools around 11:30 today. Almost immediately, they wrote me back and said they're working on a response. But now, 5.5 hours later, we still have heard nothing else. Back to you, Alicia.
Robin, I mean, this story, horrific details. You and I both are moms, have younger kids. I can't imagine this is a parent's nightmare. We do know that a lot of these school buses have cameras on them. What do we know about the cameras on this particular bus?
Alicia, the mom of the 5-year-old girl tells me that the CMPD detective told her the cameras on that bus were broken. So, of course, I asked CMS about that as well, but we have not yet heard back from them. So I will be sure to give you an update just as soon as I hear back from CMS.
Alright. So as y'all can see, like, it's not rare for these type of incidents to be happening. It's just, damn, the ages that these kids are. Like, you got two boys that pinned down a little girl and sexually assaulted her in a bus, but right there in that incident, it couldn't be proven because supposedly the cameras of the bus were broken. I say allegedly, I say supposedly, because as y'all can see in the case before with the 6-year-old, and these two cases happened around the same time. So I wouldn't be surprised that, you know, this school caught a glimpse, you know, what was going on and was like, damn, let me keep my mouth shut. Let me see. Let me tell y'all right now. Here we go. This happened 2 days ago. This just came out 2 days ago. Mother speaks after 5-year-old sexually assaulted on North Carolina school bus. See, but in this case, they don't have no video, no nothing. Like, come on, man. You got to put 2 and 2 together. Like, oh snap! Like, we're gonna get as much trouble as this school did. Like, you know, let's cover this shit up. That's not gonna come out in the news. It's not, unless somebody, you know, decides to, what you call them, whistleblow that shit, whistleblowers, and, you know, tell us what's going on in these schools. That's why I say, yo, if you haven't watched that movie called Where Is Monday on Netflix, y'all need to go see that movie. Like, go watch that movie, Where Is Monday. Like, our kids have always been the target. Why? That's one thing I've always been trying to put together. Like, what is it with our kids? What do they want? We know our kids is the future, right? Like, it's just crazy the shit that they covering up. Obama was one of the ones that signed one of them child bridal marriage bills. Like, that's one of the things that got me mad at Obama. Like, he did a lot of things that we didn't know about, and then when we found about it was by the time Trump was already in office. And then it made it seem like it was Trump for a good while, unless you did your research, like really did your research and did deeper. So there's a lot of shit going on that we don't know about. Like, yeah, I'm with the word on that one. They want to control the kids in the future, for the future. It's a lot of movies that speak on these topics and stuff like that. Like, but if we don't come together, listen, I've said this before. I've showed it. Let me see if I could, I'm show this so that y'all can see. I went to a government meeting here in Philadelphia, and I spoke to different people from different cities and different states. And yes, it's kind of crazy, right? Please don't play the song. Because they say the same thing too. It's in a lot of places, like, for example, here in North Philly. I went to the little government meeting that they have for, you know, block captains and people, members of the community and stuff like that, called, you know, stand up for your community. And you'll get to speak to the senators, the, you know, the mayor and all and stuff like that. Let me see, where am I at? But I noticed that in these meetings, a lot of people don't attend. This was just a week ago.
Be in touch with all of you by.
Now, what I'm about to show you, right? What I'm about to show you is, I'm going to compare We talked about recycling. We talked about what was it? The vehicle, the parkings, and all that stuff. We talked about a lot of stuff, right? But I want to show you how, when it comes to the schools, it was only me and one other lady. When it comes to the schools, we need more people speaking up. And guess what? North Philly is not the only place like that. And we're divided in different communities. Like Philadelphia has North Philly, South Philly, Southwest Philly, Northeast Philly, like West Philly. Like, yeah, we could just keep going, right? And I guess other places are like that. Nate, I don't know how you in New York, New Jersey, right? I don't know how y'all communities is divided over there. The word, you from Detroit, right? I'm not sure how the communities are divided over there, but I'm sure that y'all divided in sectors too, right? So if people from them sectors and them communities actually go to these meetings and speak up, and they say that they have a worry or concern when it comes to the bullying and, you know, the cameras, the security, if more than one person goes up to these meetings and speak up, we could get heard. And I put the word in Nate as, you know, as an example, because I know where they're at from, right? 5 boroughs and NYC. But you get my point, though, right? We all still divided in communities is my point. See, he understood me. I'm not sure if anybody else did. All right, here we go. Now, as y'all can see, this is me speaking up. Now, I want y'all to see, right, how it's only, look up there in the video. It's only 3 people up there. It's that lady, the third person is somebody that's just taking notes. But it's me and another lady actually standing up and speaking up against the bullying.
One of the classrooms to help prevent the bullying, to help our kids with special needs when they end up in court in a situation where they got to defend themselves, and it's what happened in a school environment that led them up in court. I have a 16-year-old son that was being bullied in a school in my neighborhood. He was attending. The teacher did not, handle the situation right, where it led us to go to court, and my son had to defend. So I believe that these analysts, adults helping our kids with special needs, these cameras will help our kids actually defend themselves, actually get them justice if we can get them up, if we can get the funds to put these cameras up in each and every one of the schools. The cameras are not just needed, but more security to help these kids, not just the kids, but the staff. These cameras will also help determine who instigated the situations that's going on with these bullying situations and with our kids and the staff members of our schools. It has shown to help the school buses. It has put the school buses to help with the same type of situation.
Now, I'm hoping that y'all can hear it. I'm hoping that y'all can hear the audio good. But as y'all can see, I compared both the situations, how the cameras helped out in the school buses. They should be able to help these, situations that are happening in our schools the same way. Each and every one of these classrooms should have a camera. And I believe that a lot of us should stand up. If more parents stand up, they would hear it. There's no bill. There's no law that can make them or force them to put these cameras in there. And to them, they go by budgets. Y'all got to realize that. So, how can I put this? Because I don't want them to put my channel down, strike me down. So you know what? I'm going to keep that comment to myself. I'm going to have to keep it because my channel has been striked for certain opinions. So basically what I'm trying to say is treat all people equally. Right now they're trying to put these cameras up, right? But they want to put it and I'm not saying just in North Philly, due to these incidents that have been happening in these schools and stuff like that. The last incident, I think I spoke about it on the live. I'm not sure which live it is, but I think I spoke on it when they was talking about the lawsuits against the schools about the, you know, kids' sexual preferences and stuff like that. I spoke about it on that live, and they were saying that they want to put cameras up, but they want to put it only on the schools where there is brown skinned people, basically us, the blacks, whether we mixed or not. That's where they want it at. So, as they say, black Africans. So, in my opinion, why only in them schools where they should be put in all schools? Come on, like, now y'all turning it into a race thing. There's so many kids getting abused in our communities, Hispanic, black, Chinese, white, especially the ones with the special needs. Like, come on, man. I'm sorry that they want to turn it into a race thing, but I'm saying protect all kids at all costs, just like Nate the Great says. All kids need to be protected. Like, y'all, really, our kids ain't born racist. Our kids are not born racist. They're not born killers. They're not, all this shit is stuff that they see, they, you know, grow up watching and stuff like that. Like, come on, man, y'all gotta really make all this shit make sense. But showing this video right here, I want y'all to see how it was only me and that lady. Now let's go back.